All of us are there.
Oh, sweet.
Can you wave, Jordan? Okay. Cool. You guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
29. 29? 29. Okay, I think it's 29.
What's 29?
The number.
Oh, episode.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Hello, and welcome to the 29th episode of Downtime Podcast featuring Jeremy and Alyssa. Today, Alyssa is in Korea, so I brought two special guests with me. Friend of the show, Jairus, and brother of the show, Jordan. And we are here today to talk about video games and some stuff.
As always.
The best way to do it.
We're
way to do it.
Yeah. We're doing a special video edition because trying something new. Why not? So we're also drinking a little bit of root beer. Cheers, guys.
Cheers. This is...
Oh, wow.
That's good.
That is
Really
different.
good. Where did you get this?
Safeway.
I'm going to start buying these now.
Yeah.
Alcoholic root beer.
I know, alcoholic root beer. I'm about to drink
We got two each.
Unless we stop and go get more.
Yeah, that's true. So
I haven't had root beer in a long time, and I'm glad this is alcoholic.
yeah.
Anyways,
No. I every time I see this at Safeway, I always want to buy it.
And this is, you got it.
Yeah, finally.
It was the time.
I bought one last time, Jordan. Do you remember what it was called?
So, yeah, the alcohol taste isn't too strong.
Which I like.
It tastes more like root beer,
Yeah.
which I'm fine with since I haven't had root beer in a while.
Root beer's great. I don't know. I don't like to drink soda too much.
Neither do I. But this is a soda I can get behind.
Mm.
Root beer. Alcoholic root beer. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's great. So I want to talk about EA real quick. I think this has been talked to death by everyone, including Reddit, because Reddit is like the biggest proprietor of this. So you guys saw like the most downvoted comment on Reddit, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, like it was like negative 600 downvotes right now, talking about how
Or 600K, right?
yeah, 600,000
Is it
downvotes.
still 600,000? Because when I last checked, it was 690,000. So
Probably like 800.
Yeah, I'd say it's around 800,000 now.
Yeah. So, as you guys know, Star Wars Battlefront II came out yesterday, and it's
been in beta for a bit.
Yeah, and so everyone was playing it, and after they were like reviewing it, everyone started hating on it because of everything EA was trying to do. In the beginning, on paper, it sounded like EA was trying to change the way Battlefront was being presented because they were saying that it's going to be everything's going to be free. There's no monetary there's going to be nothing monetary coming from the game, but of course, how are they going to make money? Of course, it's EA. EA is going to do everything they can to make money off of you. So, I thought this whole situation was just a shit show.
Yep.
It is a shit show.
I heard they took away the microtransactions.
They did.
Microtransactions recently.
Temporarily.
Yeah,
Yes,
temporarily. But they're like, oh, we're just gonna quote unquote fix it, and then it'll be up and running later on. But the theory is that they're just trying to mitigate the damage, try to get as many people to buy it as possible, and then add the microtransactions back.
So here's my theory. Everyone who is pretty much just a gamer is going to buy the game now because they see EA is saying, oh yeah, we're not going to have microtransactions temporarily for right now. And everyone's like, oh, we won. But they're forgetting that they're saying temporarily. Mm-hmm. So that means when Christmas rolls around and all the little kids buy the game,
oh dear,
holiday season comes,
Or like parents will buy it.
Exactly, for their kids.
Because they're like, oh, it's Star Wars. My kid likes Star Wars.
Yeah. So parents will buy the game for their kids. EA will say, hey, remember those microtransactions that we turned off temporarily?
We're about to bring it back.
Exactly. So they're waiting for that holiday drop. Especially like Black Friday coming up next week.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if the game's not on sale. People are still going to buy it.
Oh, yeah. It's the time to buy it.
Ridiculous.
What is it? There's actually an article that I read from Kotaku, which the person that was the writer for it went into investigative journalism and tried to contact the guy that did the post. Apparently that guy doesn't even work at EA.
Oh, the guy the community manager who reached out to everyone who replied?
No, the one that's with the 600,000.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So that one, since he started investigating and started asking questions and such and such, EA actually also started checking out the person and was saying along the lines that this person doesn't even work here.
Oh wow.
On top of that, the guy terminated his own Twitter because he was getting when you go through his history, he's been acting like he's been working at EA but
Oh,
he
what?
hasn't
Really?
even. So he terminated his account until further notice, so he doesn't get caught by EA. And I'm just like, ooh, that's great. But I feel like I don't know if even if he supported EA or was doing some other shit, like all in all, this is some very elaborate ploy to call out EA for being pieces of shits. Because you know, if not for that entire post that he did, people would have you know, got their pitchforks and whatnot, and been angry at EA. But I don't think it would have been as vocal as if the person had not, or if it weren't for that person posting. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, like it was a spark that.
Yeah, like that entire thing sparked it.
Yeah.
So that everybody was just like, "Fuck EA." So, despite the fact that the guy isn't even working there or was caught, or I don't know exactly the details. I want to see what's gonna happen with that. Yeah. But despite that, I feel like he or that person ended up doing something beneficial for the gaming community, because there's a bunch of gamers who tend to just follow the next most cinematic looking game, and then they're just like, "Oh, this is gonna be cool. Let's buy it," and they don't know anything beyond that.
Are you a casual if you do that?
Yeah, I feel like you're a casual. I'd say you're a filthy casual.
Sorry, listeners, if you're a casual.
Yeah, I mean, when I look at all the posts on Facebook or like any hype that's generated towards Star Wars Battlefront 2, it's just like, oh, this looks really cool.
It does look cool.
Yes, it does. It does. It looks great.
Aesthetically, it looks really cool.
But I think that's his only saving factor. Like, sorry to go on a tangent from what you're saying, but real quick, I've only heard that Battlefront single player is like mediocre at best, and the multiplayer is like the best part, obviously, because that's what they're trying to gear it towards. But even then, with all like the pay to wall, the pay to win stuff, like it's still not a great game. Doesn't matter.
I want to play it strictly because of the campaign. I want to know. It looks interesting.
The story. It looks interesting. The story is amazing. That's why I want to play the game, but I'm not going to wait like until Christmas to buy it. I'm going to wait a year or two later.
It's expensive for a game where you might not get a lot out of it.
Exactly.
Multiplayer.
Yeah. Plus, I'm not really a big first-person shooter, third-person shooter person, so I'm definitely not. That's not my main priority in terms of games.
No, yeah. But yeah, just want to get your guys' thoughts on that whole situation because it was a huge shit show.
Yeah, EA is only going downhill.
Yeah, I mean, I read that they were their stocks were like pretty low.
They're like the United Airlines of gaming.
Oh boy! Do I think this will kill EA? No, I don't think.
No, they're too big.
They're still gonna exist.
Yeah, I mean,
they're just gonna take a huge hit.
They got the worst video game company, or just worst company. Do you remember that award that they got?
Just say worst company.
Yeah, I forget who. It's like they get it. They've gotten it multiple times.
Yeah,
I forget who awards it, but it was like there's some media outlet that gives like the worst company awards or least consumer friendly or something like that. Mm-hmm. And EA's been getting it.
Yeah, so it's like
that's awesome.
they're still floating despite all that kind of negative. What is the word I'm looking for? Yeah, I don't know, but
no, I mean, despite all the negativity towards them, like they're still gonna float because they have FIFA, and FIFA is like one of the biggest games in the entire world.
Yep.
Surprisingly.
I mean, it's based on the biggest sport in the entire world.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the most popular sport ever, and you know, again, you have like lots of people, both hardcore and casual, who are buying that game, and it goes back into the whole thing about like whales, what they call whales, which are like you can have millions of people not paying a cent, just playing the game completely free, but then you have that really small amount, maybe like a couple hundred people around the whole world that are putting in tons of money into the game. And that's all you need to keep a game floating. Mm-hmm. So honestly, I think it's probably the same way with, Battlefront 2 or any game. Like, most people probably aren't pumping money into that game. But then the few that are pumping in a lot.
Yeah.
So they're still making money.
And those people are like the people I'd say who continuously buy the games despite EA's shortcomings.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why they're kind of like floating.
So the casual people is what you're saying, are the ones that buy.
Casuals.
Not to like point fingers at you guys, but you guys are the people that make EA's wallet bigger.
I hope you guys learn and grow from that.
Well, I mean, to play devil's advocate against that, Jairus, like a lot of people that are casual gamers are the ones that either don't have enough time, play exclusively like console games, and only play like Call of Duty, the biggest and greatest games. the AAA titles, the people that don't have time and they just want to play things in short bursts. So they buy whatever's popular because they're like, oh, I can play with my friends. And it doesn't matter what system it's on because all my friends have the same system. And I'll just buy whatever multiplayer games is that for that system that I can play with my friends.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, but when we go back to the way EA was doing, or the temporary alternate solution that EA is doing for Star Wars Battlefront 2, when they bring it back, the amount of time that you put into the game and the amount of rewards that you get is just abysmal, or it's just ridiculous.
It was like
1,400 hours. Just to get the base content unlocked.
I think it was like 2,160 hours.
Jesus Christ!
Just to unlock everything.
Yeah, to unlock
just
all
the base,
just the characters.
Yeah,
it's like what the hell?
So
dude?
then,
it's ridiculous.
When you're thinking along the lines of that, it's like, even if it's like short bursts or anything like that, you want to play with friends. Some people are going to get ahead, and some people are going to, buy into the microtransactions, and I don't think that's any kind of good thing to happen.
No, not at all, dude.
I did not know how to fucking word that.
It's all good.
But I guess to each their own. Although it just doesn't seem like a really good thing to have in this day and age for video games. Well, it kind of keeps a few places afloat, but some companies can make it work better than others. Like certain DLC that are just cosmetics are great, but if it's if it's microtransactions that directly affect your stats in game to make you get ahead, it's like that's a no-no. Pay to win is like a disgusting business model in my opinion. I just don't approve of that.
2 examples of what you're talking about. So the first is pay to win, where in the very first Battlefront game, if you bought like the special edition of the game, you get Han Solo's blaster. And at the time, it was the strongest gun in the game. So you had everyone who bought that special edition running around killing everyone in one hit. And all the noobs are like, how are we dying so fast? It's like, oh, you didn't pre-order the game, so you don't have the best gun. Therefore, they were paying to win. It's like, come on, guys. Yeah, it's so stupid. Like,
it's a horrible business model.
Yeah.
The only time I feel like it's a good idea to have that is if it's like a gacha game, because gachapon games or games where you pay in order to get better units, better lottery, that helps extend the life of the game in the first place, so that's okay. Well, I guess that applies to all games in general. Like, if we're talking about Star Wars Battlefront 2, if you want to get into the longevity of it, microtransactions are probably going to be what's going to help it stay a bit or endure longer than other games.
Yeah.
Same thing with Call of Duty. I don't know. I just fucking hate it.
Well, yeah, like, because again, it's the whole idea of games as a service rather than games as a one-time product.
Yeah.
So every game nowadays is trying to be, you release one game and it lasts forever, and people just keep pumping money into it, which makes sense from a business model.
Yeah.
It's like you don't have to constantly make an entirely new game. You just create one game, like, let's say, GTA Online, and occasionally you pump out updates just to keep people interested.
Yeah.
And then people continue to put money into the game, that way you can have servers running, that way you can keep people interested, and that way you don't have to do as much work as creating a new game over and over again. So it makes sense from a business standpoint. It's just, there are many ways to do it, and a lot of companies don't do it well.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, agreed.
I feel like the companies that do it well are like Blizzard, with loot boxes.
Yeah, I was gonna say real quick. The flip side of the whole pay to win thing is where games like Titanfall 2 and Overwatch, you spend real money to buy loot boxes, but those loot boxes only contain skins.
Yeah.
And coins to buy more loot boxes.
Yeah, and you don't have to spend money to get them. Like, it's super easy. Every time you level up in Overwatch, you get a loot box.
Yeah.
And so you could get a couple in a day. It's, not that hard. And when you get duplicates, they turn into gold, and you can use those gold to directly buy the skin instead of waiting for random chance. So there's multiple ways. It's all cosmetic, and there's multiple ways to get it other than just random generation. So I think Overwatch's model is one of the best out there.
Yeah.
When it comes to the whole loot box microtransaction thing.
Yeah, there is Overwatch from Blizzard, and then there's also Riot's League of Legends that I feel they implement that well as well.
Yeah. Despite League of Legends being the game it is.
Yeah.
They do loot boxes well.
Yeah. Or they do that pay to cosmetic kind of thing.
Yes.
Well,
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Spend real money to buy skins. Well, CS:GO is like that too. And that's a whole other.
It's all cosmetic, and
that's a whole other discussion.
Like economy.
Oh yeah, dude!
Yeah,
oh
yeah,
my
yeah.
god, this
It's
knife
super
skins!
complex.
Oh my goodness
Oh,
gracious!
dude, yeah, knife skins are like the most sought after things.
They're worth thousands of dollars. Some of them.
Like literally, like
There
what
was
the hell?
even a gambling fiasco at one point.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
I don't
Steve Martin
remember-
and Syndicate.
I don't remember all the details.
I don't know what came of that, but
Yeah.
I just know that was a very intense time.
Yep.
And I didn't really have too much change in the grand scheme of things. I haven't seen any changes other than those websites were shut down.
Yeah, and I think those guys are still around. Like, they didn't go to jail or anything, which kind of
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Maybe they got a fine, but it probably wasn't like they make so much money. It wasn't
Yeah,
a big deal.
exactly.
But yeah, like I think one of the first mainstream games that had loot boxes, that sort of loot box system, was TF2, Team Fortress 2.
Yes.
And within the game, Team Fortress 2 community itself no one had a problem with it. It was pretty straightforward. But when CSGO copied, because they're both Valve, so CSGO copied the concept from TF2.
Yeah.
Suddenly, that's when the whole like loot box thing blew up, and you got loot boxes in Payday 2. You got loot boxes in Killing Floor 2.
Oh, that's
You
right.
got loot boxes in pretty much any like online shooter and even some non-shooter games. They started adding it, and I feel like this year every multiplayer game now has to have some kind of loot box system.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting ridiculous.
It's just getting out of hand, and I'm not too fond of it. I've never spent real money in a AAA game. Have you guys?
In a AAA
A
game,
AAA game?
I don't think so.
I spent.
If League of Legends counts, then I have.
Mm-hmm.
I bought in like 20 loot boxes in Overwatch during one of the
Oh wow!
holiday events. Once.
How much was that?
It was like it was $20, but it was 24 or 25 loot boxes.
Oh, that's okay.
Because I wanted one of the Halloween skins, and I was like,
Oh,
Did
my
you get
god,
it?
those
yeah, I got the
Halloween
ones I
skins.
wanted,
okay.
and I got a ton of duplicates, so I had.
Did you get
I got
Mercies?
gold. Yeah, I got the Mercy one.
It's the best one.
I got
the only one you need.
Yeah, I got the Mercy one. I got the Pharaoh one, which isn't a legendary.
Can I
And I got the Reinhardt one, which I wanted.
just want to say, Mercy's voice actress is perfect, and the voice actor is actually hot too. She's actually gorgeous, and I was just like, Mercy's perfect. I would. Anyways,
I feel like all the voice actors and actresses for Overwatch are just perfect.
no, I mean she's hot.
Oh,
She
right,
is
right.
really hot.
I thought you meant like perfect for their roles, but
Well,
I
yeah,
meant,
that too.
I meant
That
that,
too.
Okay.
Anyways,
Okay.
sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. Thank you for your comment.
Of course, we needed to. I need to express that.
Yeah. Hear the internet, send your fan fiction, send your fan art. It's a fan fiction, fan art to Jairus. Your Mercy fan art.
Oh, I forgot the Mercy's voice actor's name. I was about to say, come at me. I got my digits ready at any
I don't know
time
if
if
she's
you're listening to
She's
this.
probably not.
Well,
I mean,
not.
doesn't matter. It just doesn't hurt.
It's on the internet though. It will be on the
It's
internet.
on the
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah. All right. So let's stop beating this dead horse about EA and let's talk about the Game Awards. You guys know about the Game Awards?
oh
I've heard
yeah,
about
Yeah.
it.
Hosted
I'm
by
not
Jeff Keighley.
familiar with it.
So I just want to talk about the game of the Game of the Year nominees because I have a problem with one of them. So let me just read them off to you guys. So Game of the Year, there's Breath of the Wild,
Okay.
Well, they
Good
deserve it.
contender.
Super Mario Odyssey, also really good.
Two
Player-
Nintendos.
PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds,
I don't know why that's there.
Persona 5,
I've heard
So-
good things about that.
and Horizon Zero Dawn.
I also heard good things about
So the one I have a problem with is PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds because
Yeah.
it's not a finished game.
Yeah, I don't. It's,
that. Yeah, like I get that. It's a super popular game. And it's
the most popular
understandable.
game on Steam.
Yeah, it's understandable why it's
Yeah.
so popular.
Yeah.
But it's early access,
Yeah.
so it is kind of weird that it would be nominated for Game of the Year.
it's frustrating that people are voting for that game
Yeah.
when there are clearly better games out there to vote for.
Yeah, like it's based
More appropriate things to vote
It's
for.
basically like nothing against it. Like I haven't played it personally.
I have been playing it.
But
so-
yeah, like I heard it's from my friends. I know it's a really fun game.
Yeah.
But essentially because it's early access, because there's a lot of bugs, and because it's not finished, it's essentially a paid beta. So you're like, why is a paid
There's a
beta?
chance I might not even come out. You know,
Yeah.
look at DayZ mod.
It's still in early access.
Yeah, and how many years has it been since 2011? Has it been 6 years?
Something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's been a while.
I don't know. That's frustrating me because the Game of the Year is like, it's an award that I feel goes to a game that has like managed to accomplish a lot of, or managed to gain a lot of accolades or like renown and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Something that's considered a work of art. that has a lot of great narrative or phenomenal direction in terms of like the entire production, where like you see players Battlegrounds unknown, and you're just like, that game, like you said, it's not even finished. That game is only like a multiplayer experience. I mean, it could be single player, but generally it's strictly I don't know. I'm just frustrated.
That's how I feel. That's exactly how I feel. I don't think it should be deserving of the award.
Mm-hmm.
If you're listening and you feel like it's deserving of the award, that's your opinion. I'm not going to blame you. But at the end of the day, damn. At the end of the no. He doesn't mean that. You don't mean that. At the end of the day, I just honestly, first of all, I have to give props for Nintendo for having two
of them.
Yeah. I think Breath of the Wild deserves it.
Breath of the Wild, yeah. It's either okay. I'm a Nintendo fan like crazy, but
okay.
I definitely do believe Breath of the Wild deserves it. That or Odyssey is also a really fun game.
Well, we'll be playing it later, right?
Yes, so you guys will. I brought it.
Yeah, we'll. Thank you for bringing it. We'll see how it fares against Breath of the Wild. So
it's really fun to play.
I bet
the gameplay's great.
So I've heard.
Yes, you guys can like fucking kill each other over the controls.
I don't know about that. But yeah, I just want to talk about Game of the Year, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. It's just, I think it's a controversial topic because, again, award ceremonies are faff. However you think of award ceremonies, go ahead. Just, I don't really think highly of the Oscars, to be honest.
Yeah.
And even with the Game Awards, I think it doesn't really... You're not going to put this on your game disc case, you know? You're not going to put on your jewel case saying, this won Game of the Year, you know, from the Game Awards. Like, the developers will get trophies and they'll call it a day and they'll make another great masterpiece.
Yeah.
That's pretty much how it is. But I just thought that this is probably the first time that an unfinished game has been nominated for Game of the Year.
It's just frustrating to me.
I don't know how to feel about that.
I know how to feel about it. Pissed.
We won't talk about every category because there's quite a few categories.
I feel like it'd be a great thing to go over.
Well, we'll be here forever if we do that.
Well,
but I do want to talk about score music. That's the one that I want to talk to you about. So,
all right, let's go see what they got.
So these are the nominees for score and music.
Oh, snaps!
Let me read them off. There's Destiny 2,
Okay.
Cuphead,
Cuphead's great.
Nier Automata,
Of course.
Breath of the Wild,
Okay.
Odyssey, and Persona 5.
So these are actually really good contenders. Well, I don't know about Destiny 2. I haven't listened to any of it, but I already have a image.
I assume it has some huge cinematic score.
So longtime collaborator with Bungie, Martin O'Donnell. He's the guy who did the music for Halo and the first Destiny game. He was like laid off whenever in 2015, whenever Destiny was released. So I don't know who did the music for Destiny 2, but assuming it must be nominated, so it must be good.
Yeah, I'm thinking like some sort of epic cinematic orchestral kind of music.
Yeah,
which
it's a AAA game, so they have the budget to
of course.
pay for something really nice.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of the first one. I do own it, but I had to grind too much, and I wasn't a fan of that.
Neither am I a fan of that either. So the other nominations are. Those are really hard.
I know you were raving about the Cuphead music.
Cuphead's great.
Yeah,
Cuphead music is really good. It really fits the what was the word? The direction and theme of Cuphead. Like you get old school cartoons, and you're gonna get the type of music that accompanied it. You can get some ragtime, you can get some jazz, and a lot of samba. Woo-hoo-hoo, it's great. It's really fun to listen to. I recommend listening to it. Yeah. There's one track that's my favorite. It's called King Dice King Dice, and it's a great villain theme.
Yeah,
it's great. And then the other ones, oh my god.
Yeah, well, you own and beat Nier Automata, right?
Oh, of course.
So would you say that that's a worthy nomination?
Of course, I've been raving about Automata and its score. It's phenomenal. The way it's implemented into the game is, in my opinion, perfect. I love the way it's utilized and how well it fits in terms of sound design and video game music composition.
Nice.
It's great. And then you have Breath of the Wild, which is...
there's so many things.
A lot of people are there's hit and miss with the Breath of the Wild score or the music compositions for it, because some people are just like, it's not what you'd think of for a traditional Zelda game.
Yeah.
Some people are thinking more thematic stuff. Like, I mean, you get theme songs in Breath of the Wild. You get them, but they're only in like certain places, like town themes, character themes, and all that. But it's not as abundant as with the previous games. So that's what a lot of people have been saying. They're like, oh, it's so when you're traveling through the fields and stuff like that, you'll get like tidbits of music.
It's varied. It's not like a set theme, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I think that's different. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
It's, in my opinion, it's atmospheric, and I feel it's perfect for if you want to stream the game or anything like that.
Yeah.
Because then you don't have to like use any other music, and you're just using the in-game music, and then it's sparse. It comes in at random times, and it's great. Like I also love it. I really like it. I really like it as well. And there's a bunch of themes for characters that are great, and as well as this one specific theme for the last area that you go to. You guys already, you and Shogo were there. Do you remember that?
Yeah, because you brought us all the way to the end of that part, and we just wanted to hear the music.
Yeah, it was.
And then we died easily.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Super Mario Odyssey.
I only know Jump Up Superstar,
which is a
great song.
It's a phenomenal song.
It's a great song.
Like I will listen to that randomly, like on the bus going to school,
nice.
And then I'm just like already in a good mood. And I'm just like, you know what, I'm gonna go through this day just happy. For the other songs there, it's like the pieces, music and whatnot. It's great. Like the first place you go to, you're quoting Donkey on this. He's saying like, oh, it reminds me of like a Tim Burton.
The Tim Burton-esque level.
Yeah, and then I was just like, I was surprised when I heard it. I was like, this kind of reminds me of something along the lines of that, and it's fun to listen to.
Yeah,
and you get the other areas like immediately after that first world or first area that you're in, you go to this dinosaur or this like prehistoric area.
Kingdom.
Yeah. Prehistoric Kingdom, and the song that like greets you there is it's very adventurous, and I really love it.
It's like Jurassic Park.
Yeah, I guess maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. And then looking at Persona 5, the only song, or I've heard a lot. Well, Persona's soundtracks tend to be really nice. They're usually jazzy, or they have a set theme to them. I remember talking to one of my best friends. He really enjoys the Persona series, and then there's like a theme for each one. I don't remember what they were. But
remember you and Alyssa were talking about it when we did that music game podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she was saying that there's like it's a lot more upbeat and jazzy in Persona 5 as compared to other games, and she really liked it. I haven't played it yet, but I'm going off of what you said.
Yeah, I haven't played it either, but I know a few of the songs, and one of them is like the battle theme, and it's actually really groovy. It's like, never see it coming.
Wait, is that really the song? You
see? Yeah, it's actually really catchy.
Dude,
like,
that's awesome.
There's been a lot of memes of it too, and they're really funny. I'll show you a few later.
Okay, sure.
But all these are really good contenders for the what is it?
Score and music.
Yeah, best score and music. It's for this year, right?
Yeah, for this year.
I would have added one, but it's from like a few years ago. I reminded. No, it's from a few years ago.
Okay.
But yeah, these are great. I personally like them.
Yeah, no, I think I still need to play Cuphead, Nier, and Persona 5.
Mm-hmm.
But
I really want to borrow Persona 5 from somebody.
Alyssa, you're finished with that game, right? Give it to Jairus.
I need it.
Yeah, I think those are great contenders so far.
That's a great category.
Yeah, no, I think it's awesome.
What else do we got?
I'm just looking for interesting stuff. VR Aero game.
Oh god,
Super Hot, Star Trek Bridge Crew.
Oh, Super Hot is actually really cool.
Lone Echo, Farpoint, and Resident Evil 7. Oh, Resident Evil 7, nice.
Yeah,
I didn't know that was
the
there.
only one I'm super familiar with is RE7. But I would imagine RE7 in VR. I haven't played it in VR.
Yeah,
but like even just playing it normally, it's really atmospheric and creepy.
Yeah. Real quick, I want to see audio design and also narrative.
Okay, audio design. Destiny, Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice?
Senua's Sacrifice, I remember that.
Resident Evil 7.
Wait, this is, what is this, audio design?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm surprised Automata's not there.
And of course, the two Nintendo games that are only listed here.
Okay, and then...
RE7's pretty good, though.
Yeah.
And you want to see
narrative? Yes, okay, we're good. That's all I needed to see.
You want to see Nier Automata?
Yeah, because that has a really good fucking narrative.
I think Wolfenstein 2, though. I played the first game, and I loved it. Really good single player.
I've been hearing a lot about Wolfenstein 2.
Yeah, I really want to play the second one. I can't wait.
Speaking of Wolfenstein, I love that, neo-Nazis and all that stuff were actually upset about
the message.
Yeah, the message.
Yeah,
Like
the marketing for the game.
Yeah.
They're upset about the marketing.
And then the people were just like, yeah, you guys can fuck off.
Yeah.
Because we're not going to give a shit about you guys.
It's a game. Like, come on, guys. Can't you understand
Even then, props to them for just like telling them
they're
straight
sticking
up.
to it.
Yeah.
They're like, nope, we're hating on Nazis and we don't have a problem with it.
Yeah, it's like you guys are just dumbasses.
Yeah.
For real, though. So the Game Awards are going to be on December 7th.
Ooh-wee.
Thursday.
I hope to God PlayerUnknown does not.
I don't see why. I want Breath of the Wild to win.
For a game of the year?
I have a feeling Breath of the Wild has the best
Yeah,
chance.
it has the greatest chance.
Because it's
honestly.
both the artistic and, like...
Yeah, like, what is it? The stylistic choice for, like, its feel and look is just great.
Yep.
Yeah.
The gameplay's fun, it's solid,
Yeah.
it's got a lot of content.
Yeah.
So
And then they're adding a fucking DLC already. I think it's going to be coming out in December.
Is
Well,
it-
I mean, they already did the DLC
Do you have
for...
to pay for it? Or
Yeah, of course you have to pay for
okay.
it. But it's more content. More, I feel like, worthwhile content. For what is it? They're gonna add like another story for all the champions that were, that. Oh wait, you guys don't know what happened. Never mind.
No, we don't.
But yeah, they're gonna add more story for the champions. It's gonna be
Okay,
a good
cool.
time.
So yeah, Jeff Keighley will host again. Let's talk about the judges real quick because I
I
want
don't
you
know
guys to
who
see the
Jeff
judges.
Keighley
Jeff Keighley, he's an announcer, personality host.
yeah.
So the judges
Holy shit!
for this award ceremony, where are they? Okay, I swear I saw the judges.
Maybe it's all of them.
No. There are actual people that'll be like judging this. Oh, here we go. So Todd Howard is one of the judges, along with Hideo Kojima.
Kojima's
gonna
be there.
Yeah,
Wow.
He's gonna be one of the judges.
Yeah.
No way.
Interesting.
Ilka Panamnen. I'm sorry if I butchered your name.
Supercell. Oh, Supercell. Is that the one that did Clash of Clans?
I think so. Yeah. Kim
Yeah,
Swift
Supercell's
of
fun.
EA Motive. Hi EA. And Vince Zampella, CEO of Respawn Entertainment, who did Titanfall. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But Todd Howard though, and Hideo Kojima, those are pretty big names.
That's that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hideo Kojima, especially with all the the buzz that's been going around with Hideo Kojima.
Where's your game, Hideo?
Yeah.
Where's your game?
It's gonna take a long time.
I know. With Norman Reedus and Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah, I actually I rewatched both trailers with one of my friends recently, and we were like, "Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know what any of this is." But who knows? We'll see.
Yeah.
I love that Guillermo del Toro was feeling along the same lines of Kojima, where there's like fuck Konami. I think he actually was very vocal about it. He put on his Twitter.
Yeah, I remember he said something about it where he's like,
he can say it's okay. It's Guillermo del Toro. He could get away with a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Seriously.
So I just wanted to highlight the Game Awards a little bit because I think they're.
I'm looking forward to seeing me get upset at certain categories because I know I'm gonna get upset when certain things don't win.
That's how these things work.
Exactly. It's just a popularity contest.
Pretty much.
It's literally popularity contest. That's how it works.
It's like in elementary school, junior high, and high school, when you're just like, let's see who's gonna become the president, and all the popular kids win.
That's
They don't do shit. They don't do shit.
Okay. Before we move on, I just want to look at best multiplayer game because I'm just curious.
Now this is okay for
Yeah, Battlegrounds definitely can win this. If multiplayer is the focus and it's a multiplayer only game, then sure, of course it's a contender.
All right, so the nominees are Fortnite, Call of Duty World War II, Splatoon 2, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Destiny 2, and PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds.
fuck Mario Kart.
I love that game.
It's saying for what multiplayer experience, that's the worst experience. I just lose all the time.
I love that game.
Yeah.
Of all the games listed here, that's the only game I'm good at.
Splatoon 2. I'm surprised Nintendo's getting some
multiplayer love.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
No, that's great. It looks like it's like they have 2 games for the biggest categories.
They're doing really well this year.
I think a lot of the Japanese developers are doing really well this year. Real well this year.
Oh no, especially Nintendo. They're killing it this
It's been
year.
a renaissance of.
Let's see what Japanese games have come out that are really good. Let's see. You have all the Nintendo titles.
You got the Persona.
Platinum
Yeah,
games.
Persona, definitely.
Yeah, Platinum Games and Nier Automata.
Yeah, Nier Automata. Did any Final Fantasy related games come out?
15 came out last year.
But some DLC came out this year. I don't know.
15's a mess. What else came out for? Oh, they had Neo.
Oh yeah, Pokemon. Did that come out this year or last year?
That came out this year.
Well, then, wasn't the
There's
remix?
Also, yeah, they're also doing
okay.
the remix. The remix came out, I think, 2 days ago.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and it's also technically Nintendo, but still.
And then there's Neo. You
Neo,
guys know that one?
Yeah.
That one that's
Like
like
Team
Dark
Ninja,
Souls.
right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what else has come out? They've had really good games. In Japan. With all that stuff.
Before we move, sorry, I just saw one category I thought was really interesting. It's called Most Anticipated Game, presented by McCafe. McDonald's.
Okay.
So I don't know why
McCafe.
a game that's about to come out is getting an award, but
Okay.
here are the nominees: Last of Us Part 2, Red Dead Redemption 2,
Okay.
Monster Hunter World, Marvel's Spider-Man, and God of War. These are all really good titles.
Yes, these are actually good.
Those are actually they're really good nominees.
Everybody's excited for Last of Us 2.
Yes.
Of course.
I actually don't really like the original game that much.
Oh,
Well, I don't like it as a game. I love it as a cinematic experience.
As a story and
Yes,
it's
it's good. I always joked with my friends at the time when the game came out. I was just like, "Oh, you mean that $60 DVD and stuff like that?"
Dude, at least
yeah,
it's
but
gonna
in
hate
terms
you.
of length, it's a lot longer than a movie.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
But it's just
It's great. No, I like
It
it.
is a very interesting experience.
Yeah.
And Red Dead
Yeah.
Redemption 2.
Yes.
That one. Everybody's been waiting for that.
Yes.
I know that.
Yes.
So that's going to be fun for everybody who's fans of it.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Monster Hunter is coming back to the PS4 or coming back to the consoles, the home consoles. So a lot of people are going to be happy with that, especially the Sony fans, because they've been having a little a little vacation over at Nintendo.
Is it
3DS?
Oh, is it going to come out on Switch or?
I don't believe so.
Oh wow! So they're really going back to just consoles. Is it going to be on PC as well, or just home consoles?
I think it's just PS4.
Oh
For now.
wow! Yeah, they were on 3DS for a good while,
They were,
and they were also on Wii U at one point too.
Honestly, I don't know. I don't think it'd be a bad idea for Monster Hunter World to be on the Switch, especially because they've been doing things with Nintendo for a while.
Mm-hmm.
What with the Switch being a hybrid of a home console and a portable, I think it'd be a great idea.
Yeah.
Plus, it's
Agreed.
They would just have to tone down the graphics because I've seen clips of it. It looks really nice.
yeah.
But I don't think the Switch can handle that.
Neither do I.
detail.
The Switch is
Yeah.
is
But I mean, they have Doom on the Switch now. and Skyrim.
that's right.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Skyrim.
I'm sure they
Like,
scaled down the
100
graphics a little
yeah,
bit. You know, they
the
had
graphics
to.
have scaled down.
Yeah. So I just want to talk about the Game Awards again. So let's talk about Black Friday, guys. Are you guys gonna buy any games on Black Friday?
I'm not gonna buy any games.
Thinking
I'm gonna buy
about
equipment.
it.
I'm actually the only two things I want to buy are two DualShock 4 controllers. DualShock 3, DualShock PS4 DualShock
That's still
controllers.
gonna be like around $40 on sale.
Yeah, it'll be $40, but right now they're $60. So it's a good
how
deal.
expensive they are.
Well, I want 4 so I can play Fat Princess Adventures. That's the only reason why.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Dude, that'd be a great experience just going through that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know anyone that has 4 PS4 controllers, so I want to be the guy to be like, yeah, I got 4. Come to my house, we're gonna play games, you know.
That'd be a fun experience.
Yeah. So that's about it. How about you guys?
I don't think there are any games that I'm waiting or that I'm gonna be buying anytime soon. I've only played one game recently too, so for the most part, Black Friday for me is just gonna be buying equipment.
Oh, for your studio?
Yes.
For me, it'll probably be computer parts.
Hey,
You gonna buy computer parts?
Well, I'm buying on Black Friday, but like Cyber Monday.
Yeah.
I want to buy more RAM.
Oh, nice.
Graphics
card?
Yeah, maybe I'm gonna upgrade my graphics card.
Make sure it fits in your case.
Yeah, I gotta do the
You gotta make
research.
sure it fits.
But yeah, definitely gonna buy more RAM. Maybe a new graphics card. Basically stuff to help me. Not any games directly, but stuff to help me play games better.
Yeah, same here.
Get it on that Ultra, boy.
Yeah. And maybe a new monitor. I'm thinking about maybe getting
Where are you gonna put it?
Well, I don't know. I gotta need a new desk.
Yeah, they could buy a new desk, a new monitor, a new graphics card, and RAM.
I don't know if I'm gonna get all of that. It's expensive.
It's already looking to be
But
like.
I'm gonna pick and choose which one I think is more worth it.
Yeah, if you were to get all that, it's like I feel around like 1.2 to 2K.
Yeah.
Because that desk could get expensive.
Yeah,
you
that's-
know?
My desk is really tiny. I need a new one.
How many monitors do you have? Only one?
I technically have 2 monitors. I'm not using one of them. It's like a really old monitor my friend gave me. But then my current one is an Acer. It's like
24.
24, yeah, 24 inch. It's alright.
Yeah, I got you.
I like to get something like nicer.
This guy has 3.
Yeah.
This guy has 3 monitors.
Yeah, 3 monitors.
I've seen it.
2 studio monitors.
Are 2 of your monitors curved?
Yeah, 2 of them, yeah, curved.
Oh my god, you're
It's
so
really nice.
Yeah, I know, dude.
I was actually looking at that one extremely wide monitor that can count as 2 monitors. Have you seen that? Have you heard of it?
Yes. I have seen it.
I think it's really cool. And apparently, when you're playing certain games, it kind of helps a bit more. I don't know.
Right.
How do you feel about the curved monitors?
For me, I think they're neat. There's nothing wrong with it for me because I'm not using it specifically for gaming.
Uh-huh.
It's just monitors that I can extend the window of my digital audio workstation for music. So
yeah,
it's just there to help me.
Yeah.
Do you have like a qualm about curved monitors?
No, I just think it's interesting. I have one that's like kind of concave.
It's not like weird like this or anything.
Yeah.
It's like it's subtle.
Slight. Yeah, it's
It's
slight.
subtle, and it's
like what's the difference between just getting a flat one? Like, is it just a stylistic choice?
I feel like it just overall makes it like come together.
Like, there's no advantages to it.
I don't think there's any advantages aside from you want it to look good.
So
stylistically.
Yeah, so it's more. Yeah, it's aesthetic.
Yeah.
That was just what I was wondering.
Yeah,
Is there a difference? Is there really a difference?
There's no difference at all.
Yeah, when I went to your house for the first time, very recently, I saw your monitors. I saw your whole setup. It was really cool. And you played me that song. It was just we were alone in your house too when you just played me that song on your piano. It was great.
I love how you mentioned that we were alone, but
well, I mean, your cat was there.
Yeah, there
So
we
weren't alone.
Yeah, my cat's great.
Watching.
Yeah, he was watching everything. Okay, anyways, Black Friday, Cyber Monday is gonna be a great time.
Yeah, I mean, if Sonic Mania, Fat Princess Adventures, or Rise of the Tomb Raider goes on sale, I'll buy those games.
Sonic Mania. Speaking about that, if you guys have ever heard of this music group called Hyper Potions, or this music guy named Hyper Potions,
No.
he actually did the opening for Sonic Mania. And
No way!
It's cool because that guy got a chance to write something for a video game, and I'm just like, props to you, man. It's just happy.
Cool.
The entire dev team behind Sonic Mania were
just
all
fans,
they're all fans, and they all made like fan games, and then they finally got to make a real game.
Mm-hmm.
That's so cool.
It's really funny because when you look at Sonic Mania and then the most recent one that came out, the shit
Sonic Forces.
Yeah, everybody's just like, can we just take a step back and look at Sonic Mania and at this recent game?
It's like when they go the nostalgic route, like what was the other one that came before Mania?
Sonic Worlds?
No. There's another.
Sonic Colors.
No.
Sonic 2006. Sonic Generation.
Oh my god! Get out of here
That's my
with
favorite
06.
one.
Get out of here with 06.
I never played those.
Like, because Generations was also a nostalgia trip. You know, like it was like you going back to the roots and everything, and like going back to previous games and stuff like that. And then you have Mania. It's the same thing. You know, you're going back to previous games with some new stuff mixed in as well. And those two games were really good. And you have these other games that are trying to do something completely different. Yeah. And it's just not working, you know? Like, I don't know why.
I don't...
Stick to what you're good at.
Yeah, I don't understand how Sega is not grasping the picture, like the big picture of this. Like, people don't want your weirdo furry stuff.
Yeah, your werewolves and your knights and your...
create your own furry character.
Oh my god.
No. Jordan and I have a long history with Sonic, so we are very critical about the series now. Yeah, like Jordan and I started playing Sonic on the Sega Genesis. Yeah. I think I talked about this in the second podcast, but we played on the Genesis and we played it on every single console until the Dreamcast. The last Sega console was a Dreamcast, and so from there
we played the GameCube ones.
And then we just stopped because they stopped being good.
Yeah.
I remember we saw Sonic Unleashed. I was like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah. Sonic Heroes was
Sonic and the Black Knight.
Sonic Heroes was pretty cool. I love the song for that.
Oh no, technically Sonic Heroes is Sonic Adventure 3, but they didn't want to name it Sonic Adventure 3 because the developers thought that if you weren't attached to the first two games, then you're not going to buy the third one. So they wanted new audiences to be introduced to it, which makes sense.
Sonic Adventure 2 was like the best.
It's great.
Is that the one that was with Chaos?
Yeah. No, that's the first one.
One was with Chaos.
Second one was
Two was
Shadow.
with Shadow. Yeah, Shadow was the main guy.
Let's not forget that Shadow the Hedgehog has his own game where he shoots guns.
Yeah.
How edgy.
It's super edgy.
He drives a motorcycle.
And there's like these like alien monsters and like there's like FBI agents you have to take out.
Look, you literally take up like a machine gun and you shoot things. Wait, it's crazy.
Is Sonic Adventures 2 the one with Sonic where it starts off the game and then he's in a helicopter and he's breaking out?
Oh yeah, and he jumps down and the music in that game is
great. The speed of sound. Yeah, okay, that song's pretty dope.
Yeah, the soundtrack for Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 are pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Like all the soundtracks are really good.
Yeah.
You guys mentioned the Sega Dreamcast, and I just wanted to talk about that for
It's over there.
It's up, yeah,
it's right there.
I just want to comment on that and say that game that console was ahead of its time.
It was the first console to have an Ethernet port because it came before the PS2,
and they had little mini games on the little thing. Oh my god, like that was if I could, I'd really want a Sega Dreamcast.
You can get one for like $50 to $70 now.
I really?
Yeah.
I swear to God, people are scalping that.
No, you can get it brand new. Like some of them are still sealed for like a low price.
Wow.
Yeah.
I totally buy one.
Like the discs are just CD-ROM, so
you can literally
download a bunch of them.
Yeah,
don't take my advice. You can literally go to like an emulator website, download the emulator, and literally burn onto a CD and then play it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what people were mentioning was like the part of the reason why the Sega Dreamcast was failing because people were just easily.
That is the number one reason why it failed.
Oh, it was.
Yeah. People were pirating.
I thought it was. Just that it was a very
actually
like a console that was ahead of its time. People were hard to grab.
There definitely was.
There are three things. Yeah. There was what you just said, what I just said, and also the PS2 came out. That's what killed
the
it.
PS2.
So there were two factors. It was
PS2
a 2-for-1
and the
punch.
360.
Yeah.
No, Xbox.
Yeah.
PS2 and Xbox.
And like think about like the most iconic controllers. Dreamcast is not one of those. The Dreamcast controller is not that great, but like.
It's okay on a scale of Xbox to PS2. It's in between.
That's true.
Yeah,
Xbox, the first
those things were horrendous. Oh my god, my hands.
I hate to say this too, but the N64 controller was also pretty good.
Yeah, that 3-prong, like what the hell were you thinking?
You don't have 3 hands.
The third prong.
Yeah. I'm sorry. If you're listening and you love that controller, I'm sorry. It is nostalgic for us too, but goddamn, you cannot use that controller.
I'm saying the GameCube controller though.
Yes.
That thing is great.
Step up.
The
GameCube was a great controller. Have you seen the what was it? There was a remake of the Nintendo 64 controller, and it looks really good. It's like modernized, and it has.
I know what you're talking about.
It's just really nice. I'm just like, I would play my N64 with that.
There have been people who like colored their GameCube controllers to look like N64 controllers. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool because it's like harkening back to that time. I was like, oh, if they made them like that, for sure I would buy it.
Dude, props to Nintendo for that GameCube controller. It just fits so well. And I'm just like,
it's perfect for everything.
So ergonomic.
And
the buttons.
I'm just like, what is the C button for? But I don't know. It just feels nice right here.
You have more buttons than you need, but that's a good thing, you know. At least you don't have 3 prongs, you know.
Yeah, they learned.
And you know it was good because when the Wii came out, they made GameCube controller compatibility, and they made even controllers that look like the GameCube controllers, specifically for the Wii and the Wii U and whatever.
The Pro controllers for the Wii, the Wii U, are actually pretty cool. I love using the one for the Wii U. That one's really nice to use.
Yeah, it kind of looks like an Xbox controller almost.
Well, in the first place, the controllers, like the Xbox just Xbox specifically, I feel like they're, the design for that had to have been based off the original SNES controller.
Yeah.
Or NES. Because that controller was also, I feel, very ahead of its time. I mean, we're going back to it.
Don't fix it if it's not broken.
Yeah, exactly. It's a really good controller. God, I'm sounding like such a Nintendo fanboy.
No, it's okay. we all grew up with a Nintendo. Like all the three of us collectively grew up with a Nintendo. So, yeah. I just want to touch on that stuff. What are you guys playing right now?
What am I playing right now? I actually finished a game recently called the series is spelled YS,
but
it's pronounced Ease. Yeah. And I'm a JRP buff. I'm a very big RPG fan.
You and Alyssa, dude.
Yeah, dude. So when I played Ease, and the title, it's very Japanese. Like it's called Lacrimosa Dana, and then I'm just like, what does this mean? Eventually, it's in the story, but that game has a very generic kind of it has generic tropes, but I feel like it works out because they develop characters above average. It's not like perfect, it's not amazing, it's just like it's good, it's enjoyable. And then the music there is great too. The reason why I bought it was because I listened to the soundtrack for like the trailer. The trailer had this like piece like 10 seconds at the end, and I'm just like, this is a really nice song. And then I started looking for that soundtrack, and I'm like, this is a good soundtrack. I'm like, I'm gonna buy this game. Bought it, played it. I actually binged the hell out of that game. I was like, I played this way more than Final Fantasy 15, and I was just like, this is a fun game. The gameplay is great. It's really fun. It's like action RPG stuff. If you ever played a Tales of game, or if you ever played, what's another one? Tales of Symphonia, or I just said Tales of Secrets of Mana, those kinds of games. Those are the type of gameplay it has. And it's just really fun in my opinion. I thought the story was pretty good. So, pretty good as in like, above average for normal JRPG stuff. And I really enjoyed it. I would recommend it for people who are JRPG fans. That's all I play. After that, I'm not playing anything else. Well, I mean, I do have Mario Odyssey, but I'm not playing that right now. I'm just chilling.
Did you beat it?
Did I beat
Odyssey?
No, I haven't beat it yet.
Oh, okay.
I got to a certain point. I was playing the game, waiting to go to New Donk City, and I have not gone there yet. And I'm just like upset. I'm just like, how long until I'm here? So
I want to hear the song.
Yeah, well, I just want to be there and go through the town. Like, the city looks so fun to be in, but I'm not there yet. So I just chilled out for a bit.
Jordan, what about you? Still playing Overwatch?
They released a new character for Overwatch. So I played
What? Really?
How do you, Moira?
Moira. I only know that because of Bioshock. Atlas, his wife is Moira. He's like, Moira. Moira.
His wife, right?
Yeah. So Moira, and she's Irish, I believe.
She's weird.
Yeah.
Moira.
She, aesthetically, she doesn't really seem to fit. She's more like it's technology, but she basically is like a wizard, sorcerer type character. So it's kind of interesting, but she's all right.
Yeah, she heals and she does damage. She reminds me of who does she remind me of? She has the tether. No, not a tether. Her damage reminds me of Symmetra.
Yeah, because it locks on. It's a lock on.
And her healing is similar to Mercy.
Yeah, it's like a spraying ability, so it doesn't link to you like Mercy does, but it's not. You don't like shoot something out like Anna, so it's kind of in between. It's just like a spraying.
And then she has like a dodge, but it's similar to like Sombra because you kind of get invisible.
Yeah.
And then her ult is like a Kamehameha.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
It goes through shields.
Yeah. It goes through shields and it heals people. It heals your allies. Yeah.
It's she's. I think they're trying to go for a mix somewhere in between Mercy and Anna because right now because Lucio and Zenyatta are not that great at healing. They're just backup healers. Yeah. And Symmetra, even though she's supports, she doesn't heal at all. And so Mercy and Ana are your only main healers. And so I think they're trying to go for like something in between that because Mercy was super strong and they had to nerf her.
Yeah.
Anna used to be super strong and they had to nerf her.
Oh my god, dude. Mercy, I didn't play her when she was amazing.
It was people were so annoyed about the whole like fly in and res your entire team.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, that's such BS. Like, I don't like playing like that. So they're like, oh, we're gonna rework Mercy, and everyone's like, great, awesome. Like Mercy's gonna get reworked and it's gonna be so much better. It kind of got worse.
You think it got worse? I think
it made her stronger, certainly. Yeah. But gameplay wise, it was a lot more frustrating playing against a Mercy. The problem I saw was if the other team had a Mercy, you had to have a Mercy to keep up. Because when your first team fight, that first pick is super crucial. Like, you go in, you see like a DPS, like a Reaper or McCree or something, you're like, oh, prioritize that guy, take him out. And then once he falls down, that team's at a huge disadvantage. But with the reworked Mercy, it was like, oh, there's that guy, he's like their main DPS, take him out, boom, get rezzed right away. And you're like, oh, what? And then you have to and then she got it like every 30 seconds, and then with her ult, she could do it twice, and it went down to 10 seconds per res. And so it was just ridiculous. Like, every pick you get, they would get rezzed. And it just became like, okay, the only way we can keep up with that is if we have a Mercy also rezzing people on our team. And so it was just like the fight of who had the better Mercy. And so like Mercy herself was very strong, but gameplay wise, it was just all about protect the Mercy and who's the best Mercy and you have to have a Mercy.
That's not fun.
Exactly. And so they had to nerf her.
Yeah, it was kind of ridiculous too because of how broken she became whenever her ult would be up. Yeah. Because she would be flying like Pharah. Mm-hmm. But she would be flying longer, and she would also be doing more DPS.
And she had unlimited ammo.
Yes, and then she was peppering people like crazy to the point that they die.
Yeah,
and
it's really hard to kill her while she's in ult mode.
They did nerf her when I was playing recently. Her res is really slow now.
Yeah, like you can't just fly into a battle, res, and then jump out. Like when you fly in, it takes like a second, so she's just standing there rezzing. She's super vulnerable. So
yes, it's so bad.
Yes, so all you would need is like a Roadhog to hook her, or like a McCree to stun her in the middle of it, or like a Widowmaker to shoot her in the head while she's rezzing. So it makes it so that your res has to be very strategic, which I think is fair. Instead of just like boom res, it's like the problem a lot of people had was. It was instant mistake correction. Yeah. Your teammate makes a mistake, and you can instantly reset it by rezzing them. And now it's like, you can't just insta-res in any opportunity. Like, you have to make sure it is safe for you to res. And so that's what I think was needed. I think that makes more sense.
Wait, so when she's in her ult and she uses res, she can only do it once, or she can do it
she can do it twice now, but it's like
it's still slow.
It's still the 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So like she can res twice during. They made it instead of like you resing and then when you ult it resets your res. They made it so that it's always on a 30-second cooldown. So if you were to res someone and then it goes to 30 seconds and then you use your ult, it doesn't reset the ability, so it's still on that 30 seconds, but you get an extra charge, if that makes sense.
Oh, I got it.
So you have one extra charge to use during your ult. And so you can do it again and then wait for the 30 seconds to do it.
It's like Junkrat with the detonations, but
yeah, exactly. So there's still a cooldown, but you can do it twice during the res, or during the ult at least.
And the ult's like 30 seconds.
Yeah. No, the ult is 20 seconds.
Okay.
So on a 30-second cooldown, technically, you can't res multiple times within the...
So you just get the 2 reses.
So I think that's more fair. I'm seeing less Mercies now when I'm playing.
Yeah.
But that might just be because Moira came out and everyone just wants to play her.
Yeah, I feel like that's the deal.
And they gave Anna a damage buff, so I think that maybe Anna will be more... But we'll see.
I feel like she's always a good choice for...
Well, Anna's always been good, but when Mercy was amazing, that's when there were no Annas because Mercy was just too strong. And you couldn't have both Mercy and Anna. Because if Anna's out healing the Mercy or like healing people, so basically Mercy gets her charge from healing. So if Anna's doing a lot of healing too, then Mercy gets less ult charge.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
There's not as much healing to do. So usually you just have like a Zen and a Mercy or a Lucio and a Mercy.
Okay. Yeah,
cool.
Overwatch. I play it from time to time, just not as often as
I definitely don't play as much as I used to. But when my friends and I, whenever like something like an event or something new comes out, we're like, hey, let's try it again.
I actually missed out on the most recent one. I wanted to get the Zenyatta skin though.
Oh, the Halloween one.
That one looks so good.
Cthulhu's and
dude, it looks so.
Oh, and it
awesome.
changes his voice lines too.
Oh,
instead of like instead of step into the iris or something like that, it was like step into oblivion.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
It's edgy.
Something like that, yeah.
Ooh. Oh yeah, I said that I wasn't playing anything else. I lied. I am also playing PUBG from time to time.
Nice.
I played Fortnite Battle Royale, knockoff PUBG. It's actually not that bad. Honestly.
It's like Minecraft and PUBG.
Yeah, because the main difference, which is interesting, is you can build.
Yeah.
So you can build, and you can destroy. The environment's completely destructible. So if a guy's hiding behind a wall, you throw the grenade at the wall, it blows up the wall, and you can shoot. Or if you're trapped in a building, like let's say you're in a room, and like let's say you're in like the second floor of a building, and there's only one door, and you know there's a guy waiting outside for you, and you don't know if you can take him out. All you gotta do is break the floor underneath you, and then run out, or break the wall and then jump down. And like that's what me and my friends did. Like we were trapped. We're like, let's get out of here. And so we broke the ground and then ran out of the building.
That's actually really funny.
Yeah, and then you can build stairways up to a mountain, make a sniper post.
I saw my brother, they're trying to outrun the barrier, and then there was a big ass hill, so they just like, let's build a stairwell, and then they're trying to escape it now.
Yeah, and then like you build walls, so if you're out in the open and someone's shooting at you,
just create cover.
Yeah, you just create your own cover.
That's pretty cool.
So it's definitely different from PUBG.
Oh, yeah.
Like in the overall concept, like there's squads or solo, and the whole point is to kill until you're the last squad or person. That's obviously the exact same as PUBG, and then you have the whole like closing barrier on you and stuff like that. But I think the building aspect makes it very different.
Cool.
So it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, for Fortnite, I like the artistic direction. It's in that 2D direction. I'm a fan of that.
Yeah, it looks really cool. It's not like.
Nice.
Yeah, it's got interesting art design.
What about you? Well, I saw you playing earlier.
I'm still playing Mafia 3. I'm trying to do one game at a time now. I'm just trying to take a break between games.
Yeah. Did you finish
Yakuza Kiwami?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. It was a great game. Alyssa and I did a spoiler cast, but just to kind of catch you guys up, the game ends with you. Wait.
No, not me.
I won't say it then. The game ends and it's pretty cool.
It ends cool. Really, it doesn't.
So there's actually a live action movie that came out in 2007 called Yakuza Like a Dragon. Or no, it's just called Like a Dragon. It actually holds up pretty well. I don't remember if there's anyone famous, but the actors who portray the characters are pretty good at their role, but there's some side characters that weren't even in the game that are in the movie, and I'm like, this is a waste of time.
Baba Utsunomiya in it?
I don't remember. I don't think he's in it, but he's my favorite character. Baba Utsunomiya is a guy you get DLC from, free DLC.
And he's
Yeah.
dressed like a clown for
Yep.
some reason.
That's funny.
He's like,
some weird
Jordan saw me play
reason.
Yakuza 0, and then I went up to Babutsu no Miya, and you're like, who's this guy? And I talked to him, and he's like, hi, it's me, Babutsu no Miya 0. I'm like, I don't know who you are.
Yeah, here's some free stuff for you. It's like, who are you?
And why are you giving me this?
Who are you again?
But it's like really good free stuff. Like it gives you like a gun.
Yeah.
And it's like
Some
oh,
clown
thanks.
dude standing next to a
Yeah.
shrine for some reason.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
And they had to make him stand out there so that way you go up to him.
Yeah.
Why is he a clown?
Yeah,
I
he's
don't
like,
know.
why is he at a shrine of all
Yeah,
things?
I don't know, but
So yeah, I'm still playing Mafia 3, and then I just want to say something that you pointed out earlier, Jordan.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah,
I
yeah.
like say it. You can say it.
so I pointed this out to Jeremy. I was like, I noticed you play a lot of organized crime games. Mafia 3, all the Yakuza games, GTA, Sleeping Dogs, gone through the triads, the Mafia, the Yakuza, like all that. Jeremy just plays a lot of organized crime games.
And they all have to be open world, third person games.
Yeah.
Those are my
I was
favorite.
like, I'm noticing a trend.
Yeah.
All right, so in the future, when we end up having like a big drug dealer or some sort of like Yakuza lord or something like that, we're gonna expect you to be that person.
I'll be the millionaire, and I'll give you guys stuff. You'll be my
The
capos.
boss.
Yeah, I'll be the boss. You guys will be my underbosses.
All right, let's hope we can organize all that.
Jairus, get the Castro.
Oh wow!
I'm just kidding.
All right, whatever.
I'm just kidding.
Screw you.
Yeah, Mafia 3 is pretty cool. I talked about it in the last podcast, but I'm still working on the game. Right now, it's kind of a grind. It's the same thing over and over again. But the most fun I get out of it is this is going to sound messed up, but like doing missions and killing high-profile people, like basically killing people
Like
in the
this-
game is what makes
yeah.
the game go by.
Like the stealth aspect.
Yeah, the stealth aspect is really fun.
Because it makes it more challenging.
Yeah, no, I like that about the game.
Although the AI is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So
okay.
stupid.
I was watching that. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
what is this guy doing?
There's this one part where there are two guys having a conversation, and like they're looking at each other talking, and then Jeremy just shoots one of them
in the head.
in the head,
Still
in the middle of the conversation, shoots him, and he falls over, and the other guy pulls out his gun because he's like, oh shit, like his friend just got shot. And he's like, well, he did. And we're like, okay, is that the way you react to when your friend just dies in front of you? Like, wow, shit, he did. It's like, oh, I'd be like, what the fuck? Like,
Because they were having a deep
yeah,
conversation.
they're talking about life, and then
Yeah.
one just gets shot right in front of him.
Well, he did.
Well, he did. Like, okay.
It's like, did you not like that guy?
Yeah, he's just walking around with his gun, like, oh, I heard something, and it's just like, dude, I think you'd be a lot more, like,
You're scared of the whole
scared
thing.
and
Yeah.
hiding.
Yeah.
If you just saw a guy get shot, you wouldn't be like, oh, something happened. I guess I better look around.
Yeah.
It's like, no.
It's hilarious.
That's
yeah.
good stuff.
Yeah, but yeah. So the kind of premise of the game, to bring you guys up to speed, is that you play a guy named Lincoln Clay, and you're part of the Black Mob. So you're not actually part of the Mafia, but you interact with a lot of the Mafia, and you're trying to take down the Mafia that runs New Bordeaux, or AKA like
New Orleans.
yeah, New Orleans, Louisiana. So that's it. That's pretty much it. It's a pretty cool game. You're a Vietnam War veteran. You just come back from the war. It's 1968, and you just want to kill everyone because they killed your family. So
Oh.
yeah.
As tends to be the story.
Yeah, yeah. So it's not really about the Mafia, but it does involve it. So I think that's really cool. It's a different diversion. And it's developed by Hangar 13 Games, which are based in Novato, which is in the Bay Area. So shout out to them.
Snap.
Yeah, sure. So shout out to Hangar 13 Games. Yeah, so you guys want to talk about anything else about the game that you're playing right now?
I'm trying to think of something.
If not.
Going back to the Black Friday, there'll be a Steam sale.
Oh, snap.
Oh, yeah.
Get on my easy.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any games that I'm really looking into buying, but there's definitely some games that I want my friends to buy so that I can play with them.
Yeah, there are some games that
Yeah.
I'm looking to buy. Like,
Yeah.
What is it? I want to get Ori and the Blind Forest.
Oh, I've heard so many good
I
things.
heard that's
I
good.
want to get Hyper Light Drifter.
Okay.
Mhm.
I want to finally get Undertale because I've heard so much about that.
Yep.
Although I hear the fans are
I heard the game is great, but the fan base is kind of weird.
pretty, like, they're like the furry fan base or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Nope.
So there's that, and then there's also the Ys series. Like, I've been racking that up. Like, I have like the first two, and then I have like the prequel. I have like the third one, and there's like these other two that are part of the series main narrative, and I'm just like, I'm gonna get these if it's on sale.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, recently there was a Humble Bundle thing, and then there was a free game. It's called, what was it called? Killer is Dead.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
And it's like DMC kind of or DMC Bayonetta kind of action.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and it was for free, and I got it. I haven't played it yet, but I wanted it a while ago.
Yeah, I've seen clips of it. The dialogue in that is kind of
Cringy.
yeah, it's really cringy.
I
keep repeating, "Killer is dead." And I'm like, what does that mean?
Yeah, I was looking at the trailer for it because I was curious about it, and it looked interesting. But I wanted it when I was younger, so this was a good opportunity for me.
Yeah.
Plus, it was free, so
why not? Why not get it?
Exactly right. I think Humble Bundle is doing some sales right now, so definitely a good time to look.
Yeah. Quick shout out on Black Friday. Shout out to Kev Claus on the website. Thank you for posting your bargain gamer deals. So you guys should check that out on Triangle C. Triangle C-blog. Like, he's posting some really good articles. I'm sorry, Triangle-C.blog. He's posting some really good articles about like Black Friday deals, and I gotta give him shout outs because he's updating all the articles as
wow, this guy's the guy.
Yeah, and he's been posting a lot of really good stuff. So shout out to you, Kev Claus. Kevin, I believe that's your name. Kevin, sorry if I get it wrong. Thank you so much for posting all your stuff on the website. I'm actually gonna look at this after the podcast.
Yeah, you and me both. You and us. All three of us are gonna.
Because he posted some art. Oh yeah, he posted.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my god. Wait,
hold up, dude. Thank you so much. We're gonna be looking at this.
Plus, I remember my friend was telling me that there was some sales going on, and then there was PS Plus for like only $40 for a year.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's great. Because that'd be you'd save $20 and then you can buy some deals. Because I know when you're on PS Plus, they randomly have sales for games, and you get some good stuff.
Yeah, dude, I gave it up because I wasn't playing anything online anymore, but I might have to.
I got Shadows of Mordor for like I think $20 at one point, and I got these old school JRPGs for like $2,
nice.
$2 to $5, and I was like, this is awesome.
Really quick, I like the photo he posted on the website. It's like people. It looks like someone's handing out TVs, but it looks like a mass of people and a bunch of LG TVs. That's just scary.
Black
Friday. I know, right?
Well, yeah. So, happy Black Friday shopping, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you guys want to add? Oh, check out Jairus on SoundCloud. Jairus C Music. He's awesome. Check out that one song where he plays with the stars or something. And then, and let me rap over that beat, dude. Hey, let me rap over that beat. I'm just kidding.
Bring that back. Oh my god, cringe.
Just kidding. Yeah. So look for Jordan's next article whenever it comes out on the website.
It's taking a while.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I got time now.
Yeah.
Hey yo, that's the best time.
Yeah.
Free time.
So yeah, thank you for listening to the 29th episode of Thank you for listening to the 29th episode of Downtime Podcast, guys. Thank you for coming on.
Of course.
Yeah, so
it's always a fun time.
Yeah, we'll definitely have you on again. I keep saying that, but it's gonna be. I'm just not gonna say that anymore. You guys are just gonna come on and it's like whatever.
We'll be reoccurring characters.
Yeah.
We're the reoccurring characters in the series that you guys are just like, why is he there?
No, don't ask why.
It just happens.
Yeah. Thank you for listening, guys, and have a good night.
All right, see ya.